Okay, let's do the blue piece. This is the hardest of all the pieces. So make sure that you activate the blue component from your browser. And then we're going to look at it in the print. So there's a lot going on here, but I don't want it to become too overwhelming. Let's look at the front view, which has like a U shape where one leg of the U is just a little bit taller by 1 inch than the right-hand side of the U. So I'm just going to create this front U shape, and I'm going to extrude it back 1 inch. And I'm going to ignore this little part in the back until I do my second operation, which will be another extrusion. So let's draw 3 rectangles. This first one's going to be a tall 3-inch by 1 inch wide rectangle, and then a little 1 by 1 here, and then a 2 tall by 1 wide rectangle here. So let's start with our 3 by 1 rectangle with the origin being the bottom left. So we're going to start a sketch. Always capture position. Start at the origin. 3, tab 1. Going back to my print, I just drew this big, tall 3 by 1. Now I'm going to draw this little 1 by 1. Again, I'm getting all of the measurements from this print by just either subtracting surfaces from one another or looking at other views to figure out how big this shape would be. It's 1 by 1. Make sure you snap to existing geometry. Roll your mouse out. 1, tab 1. And then I'm going to go back and look at this last rectangle, which is 2 tall by 1 wide. I can see that in my top view. I'm going to head on over to Fusion, and I'm going to draw that. 1, tab 2. So there we go. We have 3 profiles or 3 shapes that I'm going to finish my sketch, and I'm going to extrude them. A lot of people wonder if you should be extruding in the negative or positive direction. For this project, it really doesn't matter. In future projects, it might, but for this one, it doesn't. All right. So with this shape, going back to the print, you can kind of see if I toggle between the two where that little extra extrusion is. It's just behind that taller leg of the U. So if I spin my part around to the back side, it's on this back side. And you can kind of see that if I go back. It's a tall, if I look at the right side view, it's this shape. So it's a 2-inch tall. You can see this dimension here. It's 2 inches tall and 1 inch wide rectangle. So I'm going to make a sketch here. And I'm going to draw a rectangle on the taller part of the U. And notice how I'm able to snap to that midpoint there. And it turned black because this line segment between here and here has a midpoint, a halfway point, and I was able to snap to it. So I will not need a dimension to go 1 inch down because halfway between here and here is 1 inch. So it knows. So I'm going to finish my sketch and I'm going to extrude it 1 inch. And I'm going to finish my sketch or finish my extrusion. I'm going to press A. I'm going to go into my paint folder and I'm going to drag blue over. And I'm going to activate my assembly. Click save. And now if I move this stuff around, I should have 3 of my 5 parts done. So all that's left for you is pink and green. I am not going to create a video for pink and green because pink is just as easy as yellow, if not easier. Just 2 rectangles. And then green is also just 2 rectangles. You should be able to complete that. If not, go back to the yellow one and watch that video again. And it's basically the same thing with slightly different geometry. So, all right, good luck. And then when you're done, you have all 5, move on to the assembly video. Thanks for watching.